What's going on, Tell fam? How we doing? You guys always show up on the polls, so gonna dig into macro waves 3, 4, 5 today. But first, let's do some receipts here. Back here on July 2nd, I said, that's it. We're done. Hold on. Might sneeze? Nope. Sorry. Hold on. We're done. Up only mode engaged. Sure enough, look what's happened since we posted that video. Where are we at here? Almost 100% since we tweeted that over there on July 2nd, since we made that video on July 2nd, and we have taken out that 5 wave move there. So it looks really good, guys, from a structural standpoint. I'm gonna zoom out now though, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit more too, because what we got going on here for Tell is just a giant Wyckoff accumulation. So you can see we had all the other phases written out and stuff, but we were up here building the sign of strength, right? Right here, you can see the levels that we're at. Right, building up. What comes next? Phase E, expansion. So we're looking at that expansion and we're saying, okay, where are we headed right now for Telcoin as the crypto market takes off wave 3? So looking at this on the larger time frame, it looks like the low was back here. Set it back in December of 2023. So that's where we should take our count, but that kind of looks like in a liquid wick. It's kind of hard to tell. So I'm going to take the count from what seems a little bit more natural. Looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for those of you guys that are screaming saying 4 can't cross below 1, yes it can, but I'm not getting into it with you right now. Either way, we did this exact Wyckoff accumulation and we're up here building the sign of strength, right? We settled back down here in looks like it was a 5 wave. Was it a 5 wave move? It's kind of hard to tell now from the longer time frame. Whoops. Excuse me. Let's see where we're at right here. Not quite an ABC, because if it was an ABC, this C wave wouldn't be longer than that. So we're looking at this like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So that was our 5 wave move down. I'm going to get rid of some of these smaller counts in here. We're not as worried about it right now. Okay, so that's where we're at. We got our 5 up, we got our 5 down, and now we're looking to get back up. And so with the pace this is moving at, guys, and like we're only looking for 3 waves right now in the crypto market. Realistically, this isn't going to be a 5 wave move up. Realistically, what we're looking at right now, so, unless it somehow starts moving differently from the market, is like an ABC up, right? And that's not necessarily where it's going. I'm just showing you conceptually what I'm talking about. We're looking at an ABC up in 3 waves instead of like a 5 wave move. The other thing too is, like, if you want to look at it like that was the bottom there, you could shift this whole thing, and I'm just showing you a couple different ways to view this thing. Either way, we got one more run up here, whether it's just an ABC or a larger 5th wave. There's a couple different ways to do it. This, I don't know enough about Telcoin to be able to say that that was supposed to be there or not. So it's okay though. We're looking for 3 waves to get us up into this phase E expansion. And so what we're going to be looking at the minimum, is getting back up to that former all-time high. So excuse me 1 second. Alexa, off. Jesus, killing me, guys. So looking into 3 waves up. And so let's talk about where those 3 waves now could go. And again, we're saying waves 3, 4, and 5 for the crypto market. And technically, that's what we're looking at here too for Tell. Right now, we're in the middle of 3. It's just waves 1 and 2 are really little, but you're looking at a 1, 2, and now we're waiting on, the larger. We'll change this color. The larger 3, 4, 5. So instead of an ABC, looking at it like that as well. So at the minimum, we're saying right here at that 1, and from where we're at currently, that would give us like a 9x, 10x, which is pretty in line with a lot of the market right now. But we're going to say that that's the again, that's the minimum target. I'm going to get rid of this. We look over here. This was the 2021 alt season. This was, yeah, there was 2 of them in 2021. This didn't really participate. Or no, there wasn't. That was 2017, excuse me. 2021, it went 42,000% in the matter of, let's see, in the matter of 4 months, 4.5 months, right? So a 9x would be pretty short there. Let's see, what was 900%? 900% would have been, one of these waves. So from where we're at right now to get all the way up, you're still looking at like a 40x from the current price level, right? So obviously we want to say that that's the, a good potential target for it. And it's definitely mathematically possible, especially when we've already gotten up there, right? If we had a similar alt season to here, let's see what our account looks like here. If we had a similar alt season to here, we'll just take this first, just to show you that it's mathematically possible. And I understand market cap and all of that, but if the whole crypto market cap goes into the trillions, which it's on the way of doing, I'm just going to take this little first run right here for Telcoin. Where does that put us? That puts us out into a new all-time high right there as well. And I just took a measurement from that guy. And that from there gets you up there, right? So we got to see how quickly it wants to move, guys. But I mean, if we're looking at 5 waves or 3 more waves, like look at, you just got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. That's a quick little 5-wave move. And that move gets us all the way out there. So this specific move, this specific 5-wave move on like this kind of macro third. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. If we just look specifically at that 3rd wave there, I'm sorry, I don't own this, so I'm just kind of doing it with you at the same time. If we look specifically at that whole 3rd wave, from the bottom there to the top there, 6,000%, line that up with that bottom, that gets us right there to 23 cents at the 3618. So you've seen that we've done that move before. And again, lower liquidity, I understand all of that. But this thing also isn't on any major exchanges right now. Tel gets on some major exchanges, man. This thing could definitely end up getting that extra juice because it's going to have, so many more people are going to have access to it. So what could that look like? Let's see if this 3rd wave can get us back up near that last high. If it does, if this 3rd wave can get us up to 6.5 cents, I feel really good about that thing hitting 27. So if we're going to say 27 is our primary for the time being, then let's check out what that path could look like. Obviously, that would be a huge run up here, already on our way. I've seen how we do it before. And then typically in this wave, in this 4th wave in an alt season, I mean, the larger cap stuff will be like closer to 35%, but a lot of the smaller cap alts, we're talking like 50, 60%. So let's look at what 50% would be from there. A 50% drop for Tel would take us right here onto the 0.5. The 0.5 of this range, which is a great support, a great area for us to drop. And then we would go off into this blow off 5th wave here. And so what we need to see is in this situation, our 3rd wave would obviously be huge. That's a 17x. So again, we're in wait and see mode. I'm not saying with certainty this is what's going to happen, right? We're just plotting it out. That would then put this 5th wave at like an 8x. That 1st wave was pretty small, but overall, the whole wave from the bottom here to the top would be 8,500%. This wave here, this 5-wave move here, closer to 1,300%. So again, this could be a big ask up here at 27 cents, but it is an alt season environment. None of this was. If this was just a basic ABC though, so you have your 5 waves up, you have your 5 waves down, and your 5 waves up for a macro A, B, C. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Then you're looking at 1,300% from there, and then your minimum measured move would be 1,300% from here, Where does that take 1355? Where does that take us? Right out to the 702, around 4.6 cents. So 4.6 cents is kind of the minimum measured move on this guy, especially to here. Let's take this. And then you pull the full extension of this range is also up here at 4.6 cents. So, I mean, there's a couple different ways that this thing could go, right? If we're going the full extension, we want to see this thing really get up around that last high, okay? So that's when we would take that third wave. If we're only going to be going up to here in a minimum measured move for an ABC, you're going to be looking for this thing to stop out somewhere around like the 2.5 cent level before a drop and then one more run up. So I will keep you guys in the loop. But again, I just want to show you how to think. There's so many different ways we can get there. And so much, like I know everyone wants to project the third wave. So much of it is going to come down to like how these things actually get moving, right? We have to wait. Like mathematically, yes, this is all possible, right? But we just have to make sure. And so far, things look really good. Like we're finally starting to get some momentum here for Tel. And across the board in markets, we're going to start seeing some vertical stuff like we've seen in other alt seasons. So I just have to keep this on your radar. That 4.6 cents is going to be that conservative target. 27 cents is going to be the main target or the primary target. But it's really going to come down to what this third wave move does right now. If this third wave move closes out this whole extension and we get up to like even 4.5 cents on this third wave here, I'd feel pretty good about still having a chance to get up there, right? But I mean, if we're just down here puttering around and stuff, like we're probably looking at max a double top, but there's some strong confluence here for this, this 4.6 cent level. So again, I know this is kind of long, but we're at that point in the market where I'm only going to get to these things every few weeks. So I want to be able, and stuff's going to be moving fast. So I want to put this out. I want to give you a couple different things to think about. Just pay attention to that. You see a lot of the numbers in here. You can reference the video, but I think this should be super helpful for you guys moving forward and give you a little bit of a roadmap on a couple different possibilities. So I just released the Quantum Circle last week, real-time trades, portfolio access, macro analysis. My Discord channel has been popping, and then I'm going to teach you guys how to do TA like me. The link for that is in the bio. But if you guys are, I'm just happy you guys are here. If you could follow, like, repost, really appreciate it. Been doing TA a long time. Just want to help as many of you as I can. So I know this video ran long. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll talk to you later.